Howdy everyone, and welcome back to RCA, Rule Carrier Advocate, a place where you can go to get knowledge about your rights. Today we have three topics: breaking down while you're out delivering with your postal vehicle, SPM scans, and working off the clock. First, we're going to talk about breaking down when you're out delivering the mail. So when you're out delivering the mail and your vehicle breaks down, that's when you start the timer as soon as you call your supervisor and tell them that your vehicle has broken down. You actually need to keep track of this time, because once you start the time and then either your vehicle gets replaced or your mechanic gets out there and fixes your vehicle, no matter how long it takes, sometimes it takes like an hour and a half, you need to keep track of that time, because once you reach 8 hours, you get an X day. So you need to put that time on your 4240 in the comment section, as well as keep track of your own, because there's no guarantee that management will keep that time like years down the road, and there is no timestamp on this. It can last for 10 years as long as you have that time. For an example, I have a coworker who really had a really horrible LLV that would break down once or twice every couple weeks for years, and she didn't know about this rule. So can you imagine how many X days she would have if she actually knew about this rule? So remember, keep track of the time that you actually break down, wait for management or wait for your mechanic, from the time it breaks down to the time you start delivering again. Put it in your 4240 comment section and put it as in a piece of paper or somewhere where it's safe that you know the time. Second subject is the SPM scans. That's the notifications you get when you're out on the street and the scanner beeps at you and tells you to scan your flats and then your letters and blah 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 blah. There are three types of scans. There's the SPM for D for delivery, A for attempted, and C for collection box. Now I've only done the D and the A. The D is for delivery, when you actually scan something, and you get 35 seconds per event for the SPM scan. If you don't scan anything, for example, if you drive past an address and it comes up and you already drove past it, so you can't scan anything, but it still shows up on your scanner, you still write that down on your 4240 as an SPM scan A, and you get 18 seconds for that. So make sure you keep track of how many SMP scans. If for D for delivery, which is 35 seconds, A for attempted, which is 18 seconds, and if you do have any collection boxes, if you do those are for 70 seconds. So make sure you put those in your 4240, because you do get paid for those. And management should come around every payday or around there, so that way they can pay you for it. So make sure you are getting paid for those. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is something near and dear to my heart, as all of my coworkers know: working off the clock. If you are a union member, you can go to the NRLCA site. There's a union magazine in May of 2017. It's number 4 issue. That is a really good read, and it explains the consequences of working off the clock. Okay, for example, for working off the clock, if you come in early in case like your buyer's edge, that takes you about, let's say, an hour, but you did it off the clock, that means you're telling the post office that you can do all of that work 1 hour less than what you normally do. So that means when the union and the post office negotiates our contract, it's going to be hard for the union to fight for us when we're working off the clock, because the post office, all they see are numbers, and if you falsify those numbers, you're just making them look better and making you work for free. It's also a federal offense to lie on the 4240's time slips, because it is a government document. So for all of you of those who are coming to work early, sending in early on your 4240 because you just want to have a better day, which I know we all do, but it's lying, it's wrong, and you can get into a lot of trouble for that. And also for lunch breaks, you do okay. Let's put 4 things on here. Let's do lunch breaks too. It states that we are not required to take lunch breaks. It is our choice to break up our lunch breaks within individual segments. So we do not have to take a full 30-minute lunch break. We do not have to take it all at once. It is our option to take it whenever we want. So when management tells you that you have to take a lunch, you don't have to. It is your option to. And if you do not take a lunch, don't put 30 minutes down. Even though it'll make your numbers look good on your 4240 and your evaluation, don't put a 30-minute lunch when you only took like a 10-minute lunch. Put 10 minutes because that's the actual number. Because if they do an investigation and find out you are lying, who do you think they're going to fire? You or management? They're going to fire you because you are replaceable. So make sure you look out for yourself. Look out for number one because no one else will, because you are replaceable. So please, please look out for yourself and others. Well, that's all I have for now. If you have any questions or comments about the topics I've talked about in this video, please post them down below. Give me a like, subscribe, and remember, no matter where you are, it's going to be a great day.